Hey everyone, welcome back to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph, this is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. In the previous episode we were at Gwerm Mansion. We discovered the family secret, we discovered that Camellia is actually the daughter of Horgus Gwerm, and we discovered that Horgus Gwerm is not really Horgus Gwerm. Check it out in the previous episode if that sounds confusing. What I want to do in this episode is check this failed ritual site. The scars of an explosion mar the ground here. Barely visible magical runes surround the crater while components of a failed ritual lie scattered nearby. You can procure some reagents for creating consumable items here. So that is what I want to do. That's just a pickup. Then I'm going to go to Tirabade Residence. And then I hope to also still go back to the market square, because we left a big area in the middle of the square that we did not discover. And one of our quests, I think Sila's companion quest, is on the market square. So I'm assuming we're gonna solve that by checking out the middle of the square there. But first we're gonna go here. Okay, Bloodshot Eye, Bone Meal, Blood Vial, and a Bezoar. Let's collect all of that, and then let's head towards Tirabade Residence. Despite their high standing in the city, the Tirabade family lived in a simple house far away from the wealthy neighborhoods. Most of the houses on the street are now ruined and abandoned, but this one seems intact, although the broken door makes one wonder if still anything of value is left inside. I've also leveled up the characters in between episodes, so you might see some new abilities popping up, if I remember to use them, that is. We have an entranced fighter. Why would he be hostile to us, is what I wonder.
Meditate on your mistakes.
But he is.
Make you feel better.
Can we retreat already?
So we're just gonna send an arrow there. That's what we do. Let him come to us, actually. See, it's just one guy. Amber, you can take a shot.
Surrender or else.
Let's move Sela up a little bit. We kind of exposed Ember there. Do the same with Cauldar. Okay, so is he moving towards us? Yes, he is. Okay. That is totally fine.
Too late for apologies.
That was a miss. Ah, there's another one. Guessing they're under the influence of something.
The wrong mongrel.
And you can tell that their
The light take you.
their hit points are going up as well as we grow in levels.
Forward!
That was a good hit. Where did that come from? There is the demon. Vermlek Necrophage. I have no idea what that is supposed to be.
Cover me, all right?
But we're down one fighter.
I'll cut you wide open.
That's for certain. Amber, how about you try to
I'll
hit
you.
that thing? That was a miss, unfortunately. Ooh, that was a good hit as well. Lon, hit that demon for me, please.
Me.
That was some damage on it.
Into the fray.
Ooh, a miss from Sela. That is not good. Can we smite? Yes, we can. Let's smite that creature. Cauldar.
We won't falter.
Let's do the same. Let's also smite that creature, because we're gonna end up in combat with it anyway. Yikes. Woljif.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Do some damage, please.
The spirits demand your blood.
Still wondering if I'm gonna keep Camellia in the party. I might not. Let's see, we have an Evil Eye ability now. How about we do an armor class Evil Eye on this creature? It now has 2 armor class less. So Lon,
Endure this.
how can you still miss it, Lon? Come on now.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Alright, that is 1 down. Cauldar, you might want to drink a potion first. And then move in a bit closer. Alright, it's moving in, at least. Woljif. Let's see, you have burning hands, but that might be a bit difficult over there. Let's see. I can drink my strength mutagen. And then let's move to the side here. Camellia, let's turn on our spirit weapon. How about bull strength on Cauldar here? That would be good. Ember is almost down. Damn. Ember, how about you cast Cure Light Wounds on yourself then?
Yes.
That is something at least. Then maybe move out of the way a little bit. And then Lon. Shield of Fate, that's on 1 creature though. Let's try and
Make every
do
strike count.
a little bit more damage here. Alright, Sela. That's skill. Let's try and whack this creature. Cauldar. Think we might need some more healing potions for you. Alright, and then
Strike with all your might.
Okay, that's how we do it. Here is the head rolling. Alright. No problem. No problem at all. Alright, so this is the residence. Let's first make sure that the streets are clear. So let's do the outside here first. This is the end of the map on one side. Let's go and take a look on the other side. We cannot move in the back here, okay. Let's take a look inside.
Now what is that?
Oh, we've got a trap. Camellia's still the
I
one.
am helpful.
Taking care of that.
We will be victorious.
And there is another fighter in there, so chances are there is another demon in here as well. He does not have healing on his own. Let's cast a shield on him. Camellia. You cannot attack either.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You won't stop us.
Those are some misses. Let's block the door with our two paladins. Can we actually reach this guy?
Distract him for
Yes.
me.
Let's head on in with Wolchif here. That was a good hit. And then Camellia, why don't you cure light wounds?
What do we have here?
On a Wolchif here. There is the demon, or whatever it is. Let's take a look. A Succubus. Okay. Let's see how the Succubus likes lance arrows.
You won't survive me.
She doesn't.
Surrender or else!
That was a miss as well. What kind of armor class are we looking at? 26! Right. So that might become a problem. That for sure is gonna become a problem. How are we gonna deal with it? That is the question. So we need to roll
We can do it.
quite high to hit. Not Wolchif.
The light, take you!
You frequently miss the enemy's Succubus. There are many spells and abilities that your armor won't protect you against. To work, they need to just touch the target. This is the touch attack. It ignores armor and shields. Yes, that is correct. Let us do this battle spirit. Can we still attack? We cannot, it seems. And it's a spellcaster as well. Great, that's just what we need. Battle Rage. How about we give that to Cauldar here. Or to Sela, that would have been nice as well. Ember, can you glitter dust? If we do that, we're gonna get everyone, I think. If I do it like this, I should only hit the Succubus. That is something, I hope. Alright, Cauldar. First the potion.
Forwards!
That is a hit. Oh, oof, look at that. There is a lot of hit points there. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna need to
Inheritor, guide my blade.
get creative here to kill that succubus. Damn. And that fighter is still there as well, who's being annoying. Oh, and Woljiv is has been taken over. Oh, that's gonna suck. Can we get rid of that? We could do an enlarge on Cauldar here. Okay, Lan, we need to get rid of this fighter, please.
Endure this!
Still not gone. Amber, can you take care of him, please? Still not gone, damn it. But Woljiv is going to be very problematic, I think. Let's grab another potion.
We won't falter!
That is a good hit again. Sela, you could use a potion too.
No glory without risk.
Luckily, he misses. Okay, Camellia, why don't you cast Bless on everyone? Can you still attack that fighter? No, okay. Lan. Yeah, we really need to get rid of this guy. That's one. Ember.
I'll hit you.
That's not a hit. Maybe I should focus on spells with Ember, actually. Or I could move up there. That might be an option with her. Move up there and then try some fire damage. That might be a good option. Let's
Strike with all your might!
I mean, we're doing good damage with Cauldar. How long is this still going? Still 32 seconds. Oh my goodness. We also need to drink another potion here. Sela. Potion.
The light take you.
Whacking. Alright, Camellia, what else can you do? Barkskin spell... Maybe on yourself, since Woljiv is focusing on you. Okay, that was not too bad. Lan, you could also bless. You can also do a Shield of Fate. Or you could do damage.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
That was some damage at least. Okay, so if we move Ember... Not sure if that's gonna work. If I do a Burning Hands like this, I don't think I'm gonna hit my own people. I don't think I did. Oh, highly resistant to fire damage. Well, that's something we learned. Alright, Cauldar. One healing potion.
We can do it!
one hit, I was gonna say, unfortunately.
The inheritor, guide my
Ay,
blade.
ay, that's not good. That is not good.
This pain is excruciating.
Yep. Yep, I get it. I get it. Fricking Woljeff. Yeah, that potion doesn't matter. Okay, Lan.
You won't survive me.
Nope. Okay, so this might be... Nope, we failed to overcome the spell resistance, unfortunately. But... Cauldar, luckily, takes down... Now we still need to get rid of this freaking thing on him. How are we gonna do that? Domination, that is a mind-affecting spell. Let's try and daze Woljeff. Of course he succeeds on that. Okay, luckily that was a miss. I'm just gonna turn on defensive fighting here. Could try to demoralize Woljeff. That failed. Alright, I healed Woljeff too. That's not a big issue since, you know, I don't want to kill him. How long is this gonna take? And he keeps succeeding on his saving throws, dickhead. Let's try this. Not sure if that did anything. Apparently it did something. Let me quickly check. Okay, that did work. Okay, good to know. I can use Unbreakable Heart to get someone out of a domination spell. All right. Jeez. I think we're out of combat now. Are we not? Wait, why are they still attacking him? Okay. Bit tricky. A bit tricky. We have a cloak. Cloak of Disguise, alright. There is some loot. Irabade's letter. Anivia, if you're reading this, know that I'm alive and I'm rallying a troop of survivors to rise to the city's defense. We're going to fight our way to the Defender's Heart Tavern, set up our command there, and hold the line until help arrives, or if the goddess wills it, we'll launch an attack on the Grey Garrison. I love you, and I trust that we will see each other again in this world. 850 gold coins. And a book.
Let's move.
Is there anything else in this house? No. That was bit of a rough battle, to be honest. So we're heading towards the market square now in the hopes of getting there without a random encounter. But there is another succubus. Damn it. That really sucks. That really sucks, and we need to heal as well. We're not in combat yet, apparently. Shall I try and... Let's try and take
Endure this.
a good amount of damage from the spider here, because we... Yeah, it's almost dead. Okay, that's what I wanted to happen. Okay, Woljif, how about you move over there? Camellia, let's stay in place here. Hopefully Amber can
Stop us.
kill this beast. Yes, okay, so now we just have to focus on the succubus, which is gonna be challenging enough. Oh, great, there is another one. I was gonna say, which is gonna be challenging enough on its own. Hopefully we can take it down with 2 well-placed arrows. Actually, let's move in. If it tries to cast something, at least Woljif will be able to stab it. Alright, Camellia, you need to run up. And once this encounter is finished, I really need to rest, because I should have done that prior to leaving, actually. Okay, she's not casting, that's something.
Surrender or else.
That was unfortunate. I am gonna cast the glitter dust again on the succubus. We are gonna need that. Let's inspire courage. Let's move in. Cauldar, you are going to whack the spider. Okay. Let's move you in as well. At least there's gonna be a good amount of
Make every strike count.
of attacks going on if she tries to
Time to share your treasures.
cast something. Oh, that was a great attack. That was a great attack, Woljif. Let's see, what else can we do? I did make it a lot more difficult now to actually target
You are today's sacrifice.
target the succubus with the glitter dust spell. I made that a lot more difficult. Or with any spell, actually. This I can still do, I think. I need to move a little bit for that. Let's do that. Let's do the Evil Eye armor class thingy. Not on Cauldar. Alright, Sela.
Into the fray!
That's a good hit. Cauldar.
Strike with all your might.
That's a good hit as well. So far we're not doing too bad.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
And hopefully Woljif can take vengeance
right?
now. There we go. Well done. Nothing we can do here, loot-wise. Let's set up camp.
March on.
No, what is that?
Oh, look at this. We found something in the wall. Bunch of gems. Alright. We need to find the location where we can jump to the other side. Okay, so we had to rest to actually get over that makeshift bridge that we created. It was taking us hours to get there. Where are we going? I think we need to be here. Wondering why there's only one character running that way, but okay. I think we need everyone on this side. Okay, how did we get down there last time? By, just running over there, Ralph. That's it. Okay, so we haven't explored everything here yet from what I remember. It is mainly on that side over there that we still need to go. And I'm assuming we might find Sila's friend here somewhere. Not sure if she managed to survive. There is something here that we can do. Day 26 of the month of Erodus, year 4715, the demon invasion transformed all of Canabras into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans, the demon lord Deskari leading his hordes of the abyss, and the dragon Tyrandalev, the mightiest of the city's defenders and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment, simply by looking at the ruins, from the chimneys torn down by powerful wings, and a sharp dive to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it's no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins, it's Cauldar Ainlor, and he is not alone. The shadow of his strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place. Like a gaze untethered from any observer, this mysterious force unknown to mortal kind silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Cauldar Ainlor is vested with this power, looks at the world with its eyes. The past, the present, and the future stand before him in a unified whole. An unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What future does he see? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything in its lawful place in the multiverse, and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. The reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the Aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. Okay, so what's the present then? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. And even the demons aren't as abhorrent as a sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. The Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Cauldar picks the crystal up out of the dirt, stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. And we got a purple stone knife. So what do we see from the past? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze and life. Although the one and life are inapposite terms for Aeons, the supernatural embodiment of cosmic balance, rather than who or what, a better word for the entities is how. This Aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Deskari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the Demon Lord cut the Aeon down. After allowing the hero to view the world through their eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed, even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them, used up its last vestiges of energy. Now they're ready to disperse into nothingness unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on this power so that he may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? Okay, so this is where you can choose the Aeon Mythic Path, which is like, I believe, this really neutral mythic force. I'm gonna allow the power to dissipate because we're going full angel here. Cauldar is not the kind of person who relies on any eyes but his own. The final traces of the Aeon's existence fade away, sending one last look of farewell at him, that piercing, unyielding gaze full of understanding of something significant, even as it takes that understanding with it into oblivion. Wow, okay. That was a bit intense, if you ask me. Ramien, okay, we have someone here that we can talk to. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? The face of this golden-curled Aasimar is beautiful, even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now, when followers of your temple were caught committing treason. To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in our zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. It's what happened with my adepts, whose acts of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. Yet again, I'm forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task, not kept them there surrounding a useless, utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. They're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again to... And you! I remember you. You appeared in my city the day demons attacked and Tyrandal have died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. Still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. I'm not even a demon, dude. And what is this hideous creature? Lon, at your service. The mongrel ducks his head in a bow. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Canabras my whole life. You've never seen me before? That must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We've been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. The First Crusade? So you're a mongrel? You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm a crusader. I'm fighting to liberate Canabras from the demons. A crusader, you say? Huh. We'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you're speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor in the city. Hulrun Shapok, Prelate of Canabras, by the gaze of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, and the city's defender against threats from within and without. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. The golden-curled Aasimar flashes a flinty smile. I am Ramien of Atbi, Prior of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Hulrun here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. Been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with, for instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. Should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Aurelu Vorlish while they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake, I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomedae. Iomedae. I keep messing that up. Anyway. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomedae, and I won't question yours. Oh yeah, let's reveal the light of heaven. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabras. I am no enemy of yours. Zing. The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You're telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait, now I must deal with this filth once and for all. What precisely are you accusing Ramien of, Inquisitor? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Wardstones and perform an unknown ritual over it. The Wardstone of Canabras, the gift of Iomedae, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, first in the chain. Followers of that crazy runt of a goddess tried to meddle with it, using their magic after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost had them caught, when Ramien got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated, to within an inch of his life. Now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before and I'll tell you again, my people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself. They were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now where was it? Ah yes, from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lesson of the past have taught us a great deal. That's why I never believed you or your mob's lies, even for a second, and I was right. I know that there is a lawful option here, which I should be taking as a lawful good paladin, but I don't really want to hurt Ramien for now, so let's just be silent. Ramien looks at the prelate. You're a fool, Hulrun. You're a zealot and a murderer. You're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for the strategy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong? As always. With a wave of his wand, the Aasimar vanishes. Zing! After him! He fled, the heretic. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. What about you? If you truly have been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back that filthy traitor. I'm most certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. Ramien must be captured. Ramien really warned you about the attack? Those crazed Desnans are always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Iomedae forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated. But instead I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. And not 3 days later the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desnans played right into the hands of Deskari's hordes. They almost left the city completely defenseless. Ramien covered for his people the whole time, helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? Man, you are a zealot. Where can I find this Ramien? How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole. Like the traitorous little rat he is. He'll be sitting trembling and waiting till he's dragged out of there. With the prelate after you, that seems the only sensible thing to do. It's what I do. I'm sure lots of things sound sensible to you. And it works too, as you can see, I'm still alive. I see you suffered greatly in battle. Nonsense, I had to deal with a brood of Nabassus. It was nothing. I've taken on worse enemies with the goddess's help. Nabassus, also known as dead demons, have the ability to drain their victim's life force. Judging by Hulrun's pallor, he has lost a significant amount of his energy. The Inquisitor can bluster as much as he wants, but right now he's far from the peak of his abilities. Why are you so obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked us a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Canabras would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our nose. Yeah, well, it still happened under your nose, didn't it? Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young. I had just joined the crusade. Back then, Canabras didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came to the city gates. Bold as brass. The guards let them in. Why not? For no one was ever turned away. It was no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, or if you've hauled yourself here from across the seas, the crusade accepted all and sundry. But on this occasion we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transfixed into demons and rushed towards the wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all. So they threw the blood from afar, splattering the wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Minago is her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks. The creature was right too. We let our guard down and we got what we deserved. The bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into the townsfolk memories. Since then, Canabras has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who coveted Aurelius' glory, we drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Balar Koramzadeh, and they all have been sent straight back to where they came from. Or else they were killed for the trouble. You see, Deskari himself had to crawl out of the abyss. Come here, the goddess cursed him in order to break through our defenses. What did he do? He left again. We're still fighting. But that is what vigilance and discipline can do. The Balar Koramzadeh is one of Deskari's most powerful generals, but his personal might is not the only reason why he poses such a threat in combat. They call him the Whirlwind Strategist, for he is the shrewdest general among demonkind. Not too long ago he oversaw one of the most successful assaults on Canabras and nearly destroyed the Wardstone, an achievement that only Lord Deskari himself was able to claim in the end. There's nothing dangerous in this hole. You've no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It's no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about on the ground. That's why I will be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beasts decide to attack from here, we'll be ready for them. Go on then if you have to. Would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Amber peers intently at Hulrun. I remember you. When Father and I arrived in the city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As if I have nothing better to do than arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true, you and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died. Then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames. But then he died too. Don't you remember? If you were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire? That is a crime in itself, which means that you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see that your sentence was finally fulfilled. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. Jesus. He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and grey. He was young with a big moustache. Ember smiles broadly and draws a large bushy moustache in the air with her finger. Probably forgot all about me, was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing, I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He just really wanted to protect his city. Only he got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. Hulrun, you send an innocent child to be burned at the stake? Don't you want to ask for forgiveness? Ha! Hardly. Anyone can look innocent. How did this girl manage to survive the fire? What about that crow that's always flying around her? I advise you to take a closer look at this innocent little lamb of yours. If you ask me, she looks highly suspicious indeed. You forgive him after what he did to you? He thought he was doing what was right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something thinking it was a good thing, but you were really doing a bad thing that hurt someone. But what if I've done the same thing? You can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you might be no better than them. Alright, let's go. Bye bye, kind knight. Man, I think Ember has been hurt in the head a little bit. I don't know. In any case, after this whole discussion with our zealot friend, I'm going to end the episode. We still haven't cleared everything in the marketplace here, but we will do that in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. If you're enjoying the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along. I will see you in the next episode.